Okay, let's go now to the question of what is yoga useful for on the way or on one's search or on one's journey or whatever. Well, first of all, let me say I'm no expert, nowhere close to an expert. But I did have experiences back in the, I guess it was the 70s, going to a certified, licensed, official yoga retreat in Western Massachusetts. I'm joking a little bit because the whole thing was kind of silly, and the guru ran off. I mean, I think he was sleeping with some of the yoginis or whatever and got booted. But at the time, for those of you who are old folks like me, Kripala was the name of it. At any rate, I studied a little Sanskrit. I didn't learn any yoga, but I learned the limitations of a yogic diet if you're not ready for it. So the food left quite a bit to be desired from my point of view. But anyway, so now, what is yoga useful for? Well, first let's talk about the word. The word means union, right? Which I would call reunion, but you could also call communion. And those are not just goody words. Those refer to a state. And depending on the level of abstraction or the depth of your understanding or whatever, those words take on different. Are people familiar with the word valence? So valence means positive and negative. You know, it's a positive valence or a negative valence or a hot or cold or it just refers to a polarity. At any rate, so the valence of yoga, of course, is very positive, but what it actually means, according to Krishnamurti, the whole thing was invented, I think, in the 17th or 18th century, and it has no ancient roots. But that doesn't mean it's not useful. Yoga is so what is it useful for on the way? Well, let's just take it in the the context of the tonal. It's certainly great for your body. It keeps it limber and fresh and keeps things from calcifying in your blood vessels, and so it's highly recommended for physical. Okay, for your mind, it definitely calms your mind and takes away the complications, because if you're focused on a particular, I think they call it an asana or something, position, then you're not thinking about how much you hate your boss or whatever. So it's good for the body, it's good for the mind. What about for the heart? Well, for the heart, it's wonderful. Because when your mind calms down and your body's not hurting as much, and you can open, and it's breathing, right? A lot of it's breathing. And don't take yoga from me, please, but go to someone who knows how to do it if you're interested, because I think it's a gorgeous physical practice, especially for older people, but also for younger people. But it tends to, women really take to it, and more power to them. You can tell when a woman's been doing yoga because her body's toned and she's healthy and she has good posture and she breathes, like an athlete, or something like that. So we've covered body, mind, heart, and spirit. Well, anything that brings you closer is your friend. Anything that takes you further is not your friend in this endeavor. So, although I can't speak with any authority to the use of physical yoga on the way, I've seen over a lifetime it do miracles for many, especially women. Men, they need more muscle mass, so they tend to be more hardcore cardiovascular, although hot yoga is very hot. But okay, now hot yoga is not yoga as far as I can see. I mean, it's great exercise and it's weight loss and it's a lot of fun, but talk to Joe Rogan. He's a yoga person, so I don't know. Okay. So it gets my full endorsement. It's useful because you have to while you're on this earth, you have to take care of your body. You have to take care of your mind. You should nourish your heart, and you should provide sustenance to your spirit. So what's not to like? If there's any more detailed questions, please let me know.